In the heart of societal norms, there lies a stereotype, one that has long shackled men to an outdated notion of masculinity, the belief that men shouldn't cry. This belief, deeply ingrained in our culture, paints a picture of the ideal man as stoic and unemotional, a pillar of strength impervious to tears. But let's take a moment to question, why is this so? Why are men expected to suppress their tears, their feelings, their very human emotions? Indeed, the stereotype of the tearless man is not just restrictive, but harmful. It pressures men into concealing their emotions, pushing them into a corner where they must wrestle with their feelings in silence. It stands as an invisible barrier, preventing men from fully embracing their emotional selves and from openly expressing their innermost feelings. Think about it. We are all humans, aren't we? Aren't we all wired to feel, to express, to connect? Then why should men be any different? Why should they be expected to bottle up their emotions, to put on a brave face even when they are hurting inside? These societal norms, these stereotypes, they create an environment where men are forced to be silent about their emotions. They are taught from a young age that crying is a sign of weakness, a sign of frailty. But is it really? Or is it a sign of being human, of being in touch with our emotions, of being authentic? As we delve deeper into this conversation, let's remember, the tears of a man are not a sign of weakness, but a testament to his strength. They are an expression of his humanity, a reflection of his inner self, a voice to his unspoken emotions. These stereotypes, they're not just outdated, they're harmful, building walls around emotional freedom. It's time we tear down these walls, shatter these stereotypes, and let men know it's okay to cry, it's okay to feel, it's okay to be human. Emotions are the essence of our humanity. They are not gender-specific. They are the heartbeat of our existence, the language of our inner selves. They help us communicate our deepest feelings and connect with others at a profound level. When we allow ourselves to truly feel, we open the door to understanding, empathy, and genuine connection with those around us. Now let's talk about the importance of emotions in our lives. They are far more than just reactions to our experiences. Emotions serve as our internal compass, guiding us through the complexities of life, helping us make decisions and shaping our interactions with others. They are the cornerstone of our mental health, influencing our thoughts, behaviors, and overall well-being. But the benefits of emotions don't stop at the individual level. Expressing and processing emotions is key to building stronger, healthier relationships. When we share our feelings with others, we foster trust and intimacy. We create bonds that are rooted in mutual understanding and shared experiences, bonds that are resilient and enduring. Yet despite the crucial role emotions play in our lives, many of us, especially men, struggle to express them. This can be due to societal pressures, fear of judgment, or simply not having the tools to navigate our emotional landscape. But it's essential to remember that crying, a natural and healthy way to release emotions, is not a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it's a sign of strength and courage. It's about acknowledging our feelings, embracing our humanity, and taking a step towards healing and growth. Suppressing emotions, on the other hand, can lead to a host of negative consequences. It can result in increased stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems. It can create a barrier between us and our loved ones, hindering communication and understanding. So let's challenge the notion that men shouldn't cry or express their emotions. Let's encourage open, honest conversations about feelings. Let's create a world where every man feels safe and supported in sharing his emotions without fear of judgment or ridicule. Because expressing emotions isn't just okay, it's necessary. Emotional expression isn't a sign of weakness, it is a testament to our humanity. Vulnerability, often seen as a weakness, is actually a sign of strength and courage. This might sound counterintuitive, but let's delve a little deeper. There lies a long-standing stereotype that equates vulnerability with weakness, especially when it comes to men. Men are often expected to be the pillars of strength, the unshakable rocks. But what if we told you that this stereotype is not only outdated, but also detrimental? Vulnerability, in essence, is about being open to experiences, feelings, and uncertainties that we naturally tend to avoid. It's about allowing oneself to feel, to express and to let go. It's about being genuine with our emotions, and yes, it includes crying. When men allow themselves to be vulnerable, they open a door to personal growth and resilience. It's the first step towards breaking the shackles of emotional suppression. Vulnerability helps in acknowledging feelings, understanding them, and eventually managing them in a healthier way. It's like opening the pressure valve on a steam engine. It prevents the buildup of unwanted pressure, leading to improved mental health. Moreover, vulnerability fosters deeper connections. It brings us closer to the people around us, making our relationships more authentic and meaningful. When we dare to be vulnerable, we allow others to see us as we truly are, not as the society wants us to be. What's more, vulnerability breeds courage. It takes a significant amount of bravery to go against societal expectations, to let the tears flow when the world tells you to man up. It's a testament to the fact that you are comfortable in your own skin, that you are not afraid to feel, and that, my friends, is the real strength. So let's challenge this stereotype. Let's redefine what it means to be strong. Strength is not about being impervious to emotions. It's about understanding and expressing them. It's about being human, being real. Embracing vulnerability is a demonstration of strength, not a weakness. It's time for us to understand this, to accept this, and to spread this message far and wide. Let's make it okay for everyone, including men, to be vulnerable. It's time we fostered spaces where men can express their emotions without fear of judgment. A world where emotions are not seen as a sign of weakness, but as a sign of being human, being real. This journey starts with each one of us, in our homes, in our relationships, in our circles of influence. Let's consider our homes first. How often do we encourage the men in our lives to express their feelings? Whether it's our brothers, sons, or partners, it's important that we let them know it's okay to feel and express those feelings, that their feelings are valid and important, that they too can be sad, hurt, or overwhelmed, and it's absolutely okay. Now, let's expand this to our relationships. Friends, colleagues, acquaintances. Are we creating an environment where they feel comfortable expressing their emotions? Are we listening without judgment when they share? Are we offering support and understanding instead of dismissive remarks? If not, it's time we did. Empathy and understanding are two of the most powerful tools we have. They can bridge gaps, heal wounds, and break down walls. By expressing these, we can help men feel safe and respected when they express their emotions. We can help change the narrative that has been written for them by society. Remember, it's not about trying to force anyone to be emotional. It's about giving them the space and the freedom to be emotional if they so choose, the freedom to be human. And don't forget, change doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, it's a journey, and it's a journey that we all need to embark on together. Each one of us has a role to play. Each one of us can make a difference. So let's start today. Let's start now. Let's create a world where every man knows it's okay to cry, where every man knows that his feelings are valid, that he is valid. Together, we can create spaces where emotions are not judged but understood and respected. Change begins with conversations, and we can all play a part. In dismantling stereotypes, we are not alone. There are many men out there, including some very famous ones, who are not afraid to show their emotions. These men are role models, are spearheading the change, showing that it's perfectly okay to cry, to feel, to be vulnerable. Take the example of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a man known for his strength and machismo, who openly admitted to struggling with depression. Or consider Prince Harry, who has been vocal about his mental health struggles following the death of his mother. These men, in their positions of influence, have shown that there's no shame in expressing emotion. In fact, it's a sign of strength, of courage, and of honesty. The openness of these role models sends a powerful message. Being emotional doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. And it's not just about famous people, it's about everyday men, our fathers, brothers, friends, and partners, who are brave enough to defy stereotypes and express their emotions. Now it's our turn to foster these conversations, to lend our ears and our hearts to the men in our lives. Encourage them to talk about their feelings, their fears, their hopes, and their struggles. When they open up, listen without judgment. When they cry, hold space for them. When they're vulnerable, honor their courage. Remember, it's not about trying to fix them or their emotions. It's about understanding, empathizing, and validating their feelings. It's about letting them know that it's okay to not be okay, that it's okay to feel, and yes, that it's okay to cry. By fostering open conversations, we can help break down the barriers of these stereotypes. So let's start today. Let's listen, let's understand, and let's support the men in our lives in expressing their emotions. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about breaking stereotypes. It's about creating a healthier, more compassionate world for us all. It's time to say it loud and clear. It's absolutely okay for men to cry. We've journeyed through stereotypes, explored the significance of emotions, and challenged the concept of vulnerability. Now, it's time to address the elephant in the room, crying. Crying is a natural, biological response to emotional stimuli. It's not a sign of weakness or a cause for embarrassment. Rather, it's a healthy outlet for expressing and processing emotions. In a world that often tells men to man up and suppress their feelings, we want to make it clear that it's okay to let them out. It's okay to cry. Tears are not a symbol of defeat. They're a testament to our humanity. They show that we feel that we're affected by the world around us and that we're not afraid to show it. Bottling up emotions can lead to a host of mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, and even physical ailments. By denying ourselves the release of crying, we're not protecting our strength, we're harming our overall well-being. We've heard stories of men who've bravely broken down these barriers, expressing their emotions openly and reaping the benefits of that expression. We've seen how vulnerability can be a source of strength, courage, and connection. And we've been inspired by role models who've shown us that it's not just okay to talk about our feelings, but it's okay to show them too. We need to foster environments where men feel safe to express their emotions, where the phrase "boys don't cry" is replaced with "it's okay to cry." This change begins with our conversations, with our willingness to listen without judgment and our courage to share without fear. It's time we redefine what it means to be a man. Strength is not about suppressing emotions, it's about having the courage to feel them. Courage is not about hiding tears, it's about allowing them to flow when needed. So, let's start today. Let's start with understanding and expressing our emotions, not hiding them. Let's start by saying and believing that it's okay to cry. Let's remember, crying doesn't make a man weak, it makes him human, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Change starts with us, with our understanding, acceptance, and our conversations. We've journeyed through stereotypes, the power of vulnerability, and the importance of creating supportive environments. We've met inspiring role models and embraced the truth. It's perfectly okay to cry. But this is just the beginning. The real change happens when we take these conversations out into the world, when we challenge outdated stereotypes, and when we support the men in our lives to express their emotions freely. So, let's start a ripple effect. Share this video with your friends, your family, your colleagues. Let's spread this message far and wide, a message of acceptance, of understanding, and of emotional freedom. This is our chance to redefine strength, to break down barriers, and to create a world where it's okay for everyone to express their emotions freely. Thank you for joining this conversation.